Hi everyone, just Graham Keefe here from The Great Wake Up, and thank you for tuning into this new audio. Now in today's audio, what I wanted to share with you is the truth of consciousness, what essentially it is and what its power is, and how consciousness is actually the only reality that exists, because there's two worlds. There's the three-dimensional outside world, three-dimensional world of the senses, the emotions, the thoughts, and the feelings. The identity with mind and the physical is the 3D. Okay, but where we attune and change the 3D comes from consciousness, comes from within us. So consciousness, you can almost call it like the plasticine of reality, because it is moldable, it's malleable, it's changeable, it's bendable, it's not solid, because nothing is solid. Nothing truly is fixed. It's our perception of it that makes it so. So the secret or the trick really is to know that consciousness is the only reality. The only reality that really exists is the world within inside of you. And the world within inside of you can create worlds. It's the only thing that does. It's the only thing that ever has. Because remember, where you are right now is a manifestation of your consciousness in the past. And your past consciousness has created your current reality. So if you shift your consciousness to a new inward reality under assumption, all you need to do is assume it, secretly sit quietly with that assumption, and that is molding and malleabling and shaping your new outer world from your inner consciousness state. So, in one sentence, the outside world is a lie, and the inner world that we can't see is the truth. This is what has been hidden from you. This is generations of old, ancient, ancestral knowledge of pure spiritual profoundness. This is who you are. I'm drumming this into you. Let me be square and straight with you. I'm only a manifestation expert now because of the number of, in inverted commas, failures on my journey, but none of them were failures. They were preparation. They were preparation so that I can teach. I can teach because I've travelled the journey. I've travelled the yards. I've stitched the t-shirts. And I've been guided all along by the most incredible pioneer of spirituality, awakening, and manifestation in my mentor, Sue. When I look back on my journey, actually, it's like Neville Goddard and Abdullah. It's essentially a journey of a man who didn't know who he was, a man who didn't understand his own power, a man who succumbed to his physical limitations in a so-called solid three-dimensional world, who didn't believe he had a choice in the external world, because I didn't. And the day, and it was only recently, only very recently actually, that things completely shifted for me. And I achieved my dream and goal manifestation, and my life has changed forever. How has it changed forever? Because my consciousness changed. All the struggle that I went through, all the willing, the wishing, the wanting, the waiting, the asking, the getting frustrated, the seeing the bills mount up, and on the other side was me transforming into a multimillionaire manifestation, spiritual and awakening pioneer, a mirror to my mentor. And I hold her legacy and carry her legacy forward with me in my life. It is my purpose, my path, my mission, and my reason for being. So remember the one thing that is most important than anything else. Your inner world creates your outer world. And it does it 100% of the time, absolutely accurately, because it can only mirror the inner. The outer can only mirror the inner. So this is why it's really important for you to understand just what power you have as a conscious creator in line with God. Go inside of yourself. Feel the state of your dream or manifestation already achieved now and assume it to be so, that it is done. Then let it go, hold the state, don't think about it, and wait and watch. Believe me, it sounds cuckoo, doesn't it? And that's why they try and say, oh, all these people are, they've got mental issues or whatever. No, that's called gaslighting. Gaslighting. And it can be from, everyday people, our friends, our family. It could be from governments. It could be from whoever, anybody. It doesn't matter as long as you know the truth of who you are and you hold that state. Now, let me tell you, in my manifestational journey, I was excited. A man born in a wheelchair, brain damaged, had a memory of, as a child of wanting freedom. Freedom. I've found freedom now in both senses because the pain of my bodily journey, my physical disabilities, was only a manifestation of my mum and dad's consciousness at the point of my conception. I took that on as my identity, and then my whole life was about proving myself. I had doctors saying, just one more step, Graham, try and take one more step. You can do it, you can do it. And I had to prove myself, yeah, you can do it. My whole life I took on this identity of struggle, of being the little disabled boy with a smile in the corner of the room cracking jokes. That was me. Totally powerless, leaking my energy, wanting to try and make people happy all the time because I wasn't happy, I was unhappy, and I was deeply saddened about my physical condition and my problems that I had physically and have physically. Although now, I will say, once we understand consciousness, I healed my own being, my own physical body. Literally healed it. Just literally healed it by focusing on stillness, by having a visualization of my injury healed, by holding the state and looking with a focus, staring at the injured part of my body and just relaxing into nothingness, knowing it was done, and literally my body reacted, recovered. I could not feel the pain. This is who we are. Is it making sense yet? This is why the world is set up the way it is. To hide, to dilute, to diminish, to make you believe that you are powerless, small, and have no say. But believe you me, you do. You are the king. You are the queen. In line with God. So on your journey, things will come up where you will disbelieve, where you will doubt, where you will feel frustration that the inner work you're doing and seeing no valuable or valid results on the outside yet. But let me tell you, everything in the inner world is in motion. The universe is rearranging and is delivering your dream or wish fulfilled in the fastest possible time frame with no blockages or sabotage. And the way you make sure you're a frequency to that is holding the state of your dream or wish fulfilled in the now. Holding a state actually as well of what would you feel like, say, a month after your manifestation has arrived. Well, you'd be calm, you'd be done, it'd be no big deal, right? So obviously that's the state. We know it's done, we have it now, there is no doubt, There is no blocks. Consciousness has created my current reality, and therefore, when I attune myself to the assumption of the inner state fulfilled now, then consciousness will have no other way or other thing to do but change reality on the outside in 3D to bring the manifestation into reality. And that is what our whole purpose is on earth. Remember your power. Remember your power. If a boy like me can achieve his wildest dreams from inside of himself with no means, with serious physical disabilities, you can do this effortlessly and easily too, because it's not about having any special skills. It's not about having anything over anybody else or better than anybody else. It's just about knowing that consciousness, the inner world inside of you, is real. It's the only thing that is real, because it's what creates the 3D world on the outside of you. So remember your power and hold the state. Release it, let it go, smile, know it's done, and know that you know. And the universe will reward you, just like they did for me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next audio. Please like, share, and subscribe. That'll be really great. And I'll catch you very, very soon.